Good morning, Tim with Outdoor Trail Hiker. Fixing to make video 2 of our combing sunlight ridge, which I just noticed I made a mistake on my first video calling it sunrise ridge. This is a sunlight ridge. It's been lightly raining. Let me flip this around. Good. So we'll just keep an eye on it. We're supposed to get some pretty heavy rains, so we'll see what happens later. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here. So far, nothing to cause any problems with the tent. It hasn't started raining hard yet, just lightly raining. Wind's blowing pretty good through the trees though. Put a flag out there just so you can kind of tell how the wind's going. Yeah, it's storming pretty good. The wind just hit that tent and almost flattened it level with the ground, but it popped back up. Here we go. Look at that rain. Here's our 35-mile-an-hour wind gust. Tent may not hold up. We'll see. I see that the little flaps come loose over there. I'm gonna go stick it back in the ground. So far it's still dry in there. I stuck that one stake back in the ground. All it was the little porch corner that came up. But like I said, that wind hit that tent so hard, I don't know if I got it on video, I'll have to check it, but it flattened the top almost level with the ground. Still dry inside. I'm getting 35-mile-an-hour wind when I'm out on the campground. I'm gonna go get in the truck. But I just wanted to see if this tent could take it. Because I'm not sure that last storm we camped in, I'm not sure how strong the winds really got. I think that corner done come up again. Here we go. Look at that. That tent is taking a beating. Yeah, some strong wind. That one side over there flapping around is the porch corner that come up from the front of the porch, but it's not really one of the main supports. I was going to stick it in the ground, but it started just howling out there, so I left it alone. But that is the one that come loose. That's just them little low tent stakes that come with it. I'm going to replace all the tent stakes with those heavy duty long tent stakes like I found that I actually have in the four corners of the main tent. I don't think they're going to get ripped up. I think the strap on the tent will rip before they get pulled out of the ground. I ran out there and staked that one corner down with a longer stake. I wanted to test. I'm definitely getting one. If this tent's dry after this, I'll feel confident that we can go camp and stay dry. You can tell by the water puddles in the yard that it is raining hard. Now this tent's 7 years old, so I was a little concerned about the straps and stuff being deteriorated and ripping out. This is, like I said, going to be a good test on the whole tent. 3 cans of silicone water guard that I purchased from Walmart's been sprayed on the tent. It cured for 48 hours, and just happened this little storm's coming through to test out the water seal and the structure of the tent. I can see the water just running off the top of the tent. I'm going to be surprised if it's dry, because it's a lot of water for a 7-year-old tent to be trying to stay dry, I think. We'll see. If it lets up a little bit, I'll go out there and find out if it's still dry. It does have the tub floor with the tub coming up, about 5 inches or so, so that's a good thing about this tent. And as far as I could tell on my inspection, there was no hose or anything like that in the tent. Since I staked that front flap down with a longer stake, it seems to be holding better, because I can see that adding a lot of resistance rather than being flapping loose in the wind. Okay, well, I'm going to pause it and I'll be back in a bit. Rain is still coming down. Wind's still blowing. Other than that one corner flying loose, that so far has been the only stake that's come loose. So, considering, I'm pretty impressed. Wind rocking the swing. Water everywhere out there. It's like it's letting up a little bit. Gonna go in here and see if it's still dry. Dry all along the back. can see the beads on the outside of the material. Yep, the only water that's in here is the water. When I opened this flap, it dripped in and I brought it in on my feet. But yeah, it's dry. How about that? The wind blew hard enough that it knocked my little net loose up here. That was hooked. All of them hooked back up. So from that really hard wind, the only thing, we lost a hook there. The tent stayed dry. I'm gonna zip her back up. I don't see any tearing. Velcro come loose right here. In fact, it come loose over here too, but I expected that.